hammer you. So it's time to get back to work. Get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the fucking mental lab. Because that's where the knowledge came from. You need to get to a point in your life where there's nothing can hurt you because you know exactly who you are. You've faced your demons. You were able to hear all your past troubles. You were able to listen to them.
Yeah.
You're able to say, okay, now I can now talk to people about what I went through. I'm no longer embarrassed. I'm no longer ashamed. Being ashamed is one of the biggest things that kill people nowadays. In their minds, kill them from moving forward on ashamed of yourself. Don't ever be ashamed of anything you've done in your life. Face it, fix it, make it better. Everything I need is my mental lab. Everything. Because I'm in constant study of myself. And I know what needs to be conquered because I'm constantly going through where I don't like, what I'm not comfortable with. I know. And only I can fix these problems. Because I have to face these problems.
Unchosen suffering is going to happen, right? So the only thing that you can do is have some chosen suffering to prepare for it.
It's the only thing you can do. It's the only thing you can practice for the unchosen suffering. The unchosen suffering. Do something that sucks every day. I'm not trying to send a message of run 200 miles, be the baddest motherfucker in the world. But be tough. You ever have a part about you that's tough, a part about you that can break down situations and get better. And break down situations very quickly within some trauma in your life, some devastation in your life, because it's going to come. The devastation, the trauma is going to come, and you can't allow that to become a Jersey barrier. It can't be a Jersey barrier. It has to be something that you can maneuver through very quickly and move forward. That takes a lot of toughness. A lot of people, when you die, they figure out why you die. They figure out how you die. It's in the autopsy. But we never do live autopsy to figure out why we're dying, why we are alive. And I was dying. I was living every day. But I was really dead. And so I figured it out. And once I figured it out, I was able to get reborn. I was able to be reborn. You must take this knowledge that you learn from all this shit is knowledge. So I'm just trying to give people that strength to go in the archives of your life. Because while you're probably something happened to you in your life. Go through the archives, dig it up, study it, and then use it for yourself. That's the main purpose for me right now. You need to be better here, you need to be better here, you need to overcome this, overcome that. And people need to have purpose to get up. They need purpose to perform. You need to get to a point in your life where there's nothing on the docket. There's no 5K, there's no, I'm going to get into school to be this or that. It's still perform to the highest level. Because what people don't get is one day that thing's going to come up. And if you're not constantly performing without purpose, you're not going to be ready when the time comes. It's this magical thing, purpose that we're all looking for. But what's funny about it all is that we need these things to perform. But we don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us. Because the very purpose is you.
100 down, 900 left.
There may be another purpose, like being a SEAL or going to college or whatever, but the main purpose in life is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is, why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself. So that's the only purpose I need. So the reason I get up every day, even though there's no race, there's no school, there's nothing in front of me, is because I have pride in myself. I was born David Goggins, he was a scared, bullied, abused kid who struggled in life. And that kid, whenever something got tough, no matter how hard I trained, no matter how ready I was, whenever something got tough for me, David Goggins, a real David Goggins, come out and he would quit. So I realized this over a period of time. So I had to build Goggins. And in that process, that's where I get better. get better when I'm digging holes in the ground, when I'm waking up early knowing I don't have to do these things. That's where I get better.
It's important to stay hungry.
It's important to stay hungry, but it's important more to stay humble within that hunger. So while you're hungry, a lot of people are hungry, but humility is everything.
What was that story about William Crawford, the janitor?
Yeah. So this guy won the Medal of Honor. So he won the Medal of Honor,
125.
which is the highest award in the military.
150. Yeah, sorry.
And this guy went to the Air Force Academy, and he was a janitor. And no one knew who this man was. He had the highest award in all the military for heroics. For heroics, saving lives, putting his life on the line. You know, couldn't be killed. And he is now basically, you know, cleaning ships for young kids. And we can all imagine how that probably was, you know, there's probably some, you know, little bit of taunting here and there. And he's back there cleaning ship. So that's why he's in my trade humility part. Because for this man to be at the level he was, and have that kind of humility to go, I'm no honor winner, but I'm gonna put that in my closet, and I'm gonna pick up my broom and dustpan, and I'm gonna pick up, you know, this rag and clean this for these young men. That right there is amazing for me, man. That's where you grow. That's growing. Huge growth. And also it shows that he was doing his job. He was a servant. He didn't look at himself any better than anybody else. The second you do that, you're totally lost. You cannot look at yourself like people for me. I always look at people. I know where you are. I know where you, because I've been there. That's why I help so many people out. I've never been above you. I've always pretty much been beneath you, and that's where my knowledge came from. So I know how to reach those people who are attention. Because I've been there so many times. You have to be your best self and your least motivated. And that's the tricky part about all this. Motivation is just a word. You have to have these different things in your mind on where you want to go, and know that motivation is not going to get you there. Because I'm not going to always be motivated.
Jocko said the exact same thing. He said that discipline eats motivation for breakfast.
And discipline is good too. But without a clear headspace, there's no discipline.
What do you mean?
So, let's say we have a circuit breaker, okay? And I'm loading everything up to 100%. Just load it up. It's gonna blow. And once that thing blows, man, the circuit's like, up. You gotta have each thing plugged into the right spot. Like a crowded garage.
Two
You
wheels.
can't put anything in it. Once your brain is crowded, discipline is great. Motivation is great. But you can't fit it in your brain because it's all cluttered shit. There's no discipline. You may have it sometimes when it fits in that crowded garage of your mind, but you don't have the consistency that you need to have there. Our mental self is you're organizing your mind. So you can put that
200 down.
So I'm gonna talk about discipline.
800 to go.
Why do you often, why can't I continue with this routine? Going to the gym, being better, waking up early, eating the right foods. It's because maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your wife, maybe it's your job. It's all this stuff in your brain. You don't have it compartmentalized. It's organized in these nice shelves. People who's here's my girl. I mean, look, they're looking through total shelf. In that mind, if I can't find other you gotta be able to find all these different things in your mind. I can do this.
Let me just circle the break for 40 minutes. And now 1,000 push-ups. Easy work.
It takes one little piece of outside interference.
No, standard operating procedure.
Your mind has to always be clear. That's why I meditate 2 hours every single night. Because I reorganize the garage, which is my mind, every night. So then discipline's in there, organization, everything is in this right spot. I'm waking up and I'm giving myself all this armor. So when I come out in the world, I'm ready. I'm not waking up ready. I'm not rushing around. I'm not disorganized. So when I wake up, I'm ready. truth to have a starting point. And your true self is found in that very uncomfortable zone.
Yeah, my does.
We all look for toughness.
Yeah.
We all want it. But we look for it in a comfortable environment. You will not find toughness in a comfortable environment. Those of you who are listening to this, you will not find it. The only way you find it is to drown yourself in a position where you're just out of sorts, where you can't swim and you're drowning. You're drowning. And you say, "No, man." Yeah. Once you come face to face with who you are, you have a starting point. It's in our head. Say, "You know what, man? Dude, you're not doing shit. You're wasting a bunch of percentage here. In this other 80% is suffering, pain, failure, self-doubt, darkness. And a whole bunch of light. But to get to this light, you gotta go through all of this shit. You're not succeeding. You're not achieving. And the good way to go in that dark place is to find yourself. You set goals. You know you can reach.
Yes, sir.
And when you do that, that fear, that insecurity, that doubt, that's when you grow. You must always set goals that you think you cannot achieve. And then there you do better. And that alarm clock goes off at 4 or 5 in the morning. Your mind says no. You just say, this is what we do. This is what we do. Because to get to where you want to go, the amount of pain involved, the amount of mental pain, of how many times you're going to have to do something that you don't want to do to get to where you want to go. Every day, you must ask yourself, did I do enough? And then once you do this over and over again, it becomes like breathing. I don't want to live this lifestyle, but to get to the other side of this, I have to.
I have to.
You realize the trouble is, and the trouble is not. The brain is the most powerful weapon in the world. Once you put on your phones and your computers and all that shit we have nowadays, your brain is the only thing you have when you're going through depression, when you're going through hard times.
No, I'm just saying, you have some people say what's up, and say, oh,
You can't Google that
I don't know
shit,
how.
man.
yeah.
You're alone. You're alone. You may have a shit you're going to, you may have a best friend you're going to, but there's 24 hours in a day where you're alone in this brain. And your brain is talking to you in all kind of ways. And it wants to control you and pull you in these different pockets. If you can't control your own brain, and your brain controls you, you're fucked.
Let's go over that. You said
You
bye.
gotta tell your brain where you want to go, how you want to go, how you want to get. You gotta control. If not, it's over. So, all I knew back then was hard work. You gotta work hard. You gotta work hard. I can't get this paragraph. I can't remember what the fuck this paragraph is. Look there. Read it again. Still not getting it. Read it again. But you're not getting it. Write it out. And that's how I started learning. I realized if I keep going back and going back,
275.
going
Mary
back,
did that.
300, yeah.
it just becomes, you know what I'm saying?
No, you go ahead.
We're gonna figure it out.
You'll find a way.
Because he is not going to stop. It's like, I will try one more time. No, walk up, whoop, I'm going back. I can't read right, we're going back. I gave myself no way out, and my mind realized that. It's okay, we're gonna adapt and overcome now. That was my mindset. And that's how you get through things. You put yourself, you immerse yourself wherever it is, you become that. And that became my new. There was nothing outside these walls of hell. Nothing. I I watched this segment on TV about these guys going to Navy SEAL training. And I couldn't even, I wasn't a great swimmer, I was afraid of the water, all this crap, man. I saw these guys just quit. But at the very end, it says 22 guys. There's commanding officers up there and gives this great speech. So I started visualizing me being the 23rd guy, sitting there with these guys. I said, man,
Nice work.
that would change my life. And what was that thing you wanted so bad? Knowledge. Victory. I wanted to get
It felt too right.
somebody
Yeah.
else.
Give me
It
that.
wasn't about that. I just
That
wanted
shit.
to go the distance. Everything in my life, when something got hard, I quit. I didn't want to quit.
325?
So I quit. Like, man, if I could just go that distance, that extra mile, to just go, just to finish. I want to finish. I want to feel victory. The victory for me wasn't winning, it was just finishing. So I said, you know what? If I could feel like these guys feel, it would change my life. And literally, I started feeling victory just by putting myself in the battle. I started realizing, man, just by going to war with myself every
It's
day
325.
and putting these challenges,
Easy work.
these obstacles, these insurmountable obstacles, now we can move from there. If you look at it,
Yeah, we should be able to work before. Say no for a minute.
way to get through this, because I have no other place to go. It gives you a lot of power,
We just did muscle ups for an hour live.
and no one really fights.
Now we're doing 1,000 push-ups. Standard operating procedure.
Accountability. And accountability is
We got 350.
being accountable every work day for doing right for yourself and people next to you. It's busy. The more I do, the more I gain confidence. And then the more I gain confidence, the more I realize, fuck these Navy SEALs, man. These guys can't do what I'm doing right now. I had no coach, had no trainer, had no money. I had no
350.
weight. I had no knowledge of what I was
350
doing. I was
push-ups
working.
down.
I was just sacrificing.
We got a drink micro.
Respect.
If I didn't put myself in a very uncomfortable place, and your true self is found in that very uncomfortable
That's what you're doing.
I was not always a strong guy, you see. I went through a lot of hard times in my life to get here today. All I wanted to be was an uncommon man. And my whole life, I was not that. I was 6'1" and 300 pounds. I walked in the recruiter's office, he looked at me and he said, "You're fat and you're black." He said,
That's 375, right?
106 pounds.
375 next.
I came back 3 months later, 106 pounds lighter. Thank you.
You have to wake up and you have to give yourself
We out here in Toronto.
gaining control of your mind,
Toronto, Canada.
putting things back in the proper
Post in the chat where y'all are from.
and then saying, I really do want to be here. With every obstacle, I look at it as friction now.
We just did an hour straight of muscle ups.
You have to have
Now we're doing 1,000 push-ups. Who's that?
different things versus the what was me mentality. Like, oh my God, look at my life's so fucked up. I come from this family, I'm being beaten, I'm being abused. I started looking at it as a perfect trial ground. Trying to flip it upside down and say, okay, I'm suffering tremendously, mentally. Use this to your advantage versus your disadvantage. So that's what I did. Versus looking at it as like, oh my God, woe is me, never got here. Look at it, okay, hang on a second. If I can-
275 down.
if I can find
Next set's 400.
some power in this, some way to get through this, that right there will
19
be
minutes.
for the rest of my life. And so I found great strength in suffering. It showed me even more of what we have as humans. If we're willing to go there and willing to push that extra step. I mean, man, how do you do what you
Good
do?
work.
At the end of the day,
That
I
work.
ask myself one question: can I take one more step? And usually the answer is yes. So if you can answer that question and not take another step, step and they choose not to. I don't know if you can take 2 steps. You gotta answer that question after take the first step. But I can always take 1 more steps. If I choose not to, that's on me. I gotta live with that. There's a lot of people in graves who have lived 100 years and have never started their real journey.
What, you think a heavyweight can muscle up?
Starts from the outside their box. And you start climbing mountains. You start climbing mountains. And it goes on. And it goes on. And just when you get ready to quit, you crest that final mountain, you get down and you look, and there you are. But you cannot find your peace looking for yourself until you've overcome yourself.
It seems like, especially with confidence, right?
200 pounds, don't care.
Between confidence and competence. So what you're looking to do is try and have what you believe that you can do be ahead of what you can do. And you're not looking for it to be delusional.
Let's get next step. 300.
To believe
300
you can do
down.
something like fly, right? But you need to have a relationship between the two. What people are asking for is for their confidence to be so far ahead of their competence, or without having even been competent at anything in the beginning. And that's just delusion. That's fantasy.
Right. Well, I believe that it's a build belief. Belief is like, there's an after school special belief
That's 400.
where the mom says, believe in yourself. And that's all great.
400, yes, sir.
Yeah, 400. We're talking about 300. I was like, yo, 300. What the fuck?
It's 400.
What I build belief is
We're
that
talking about 300.
the dawn
Muscle down, it's all hype.
I put myself through. So that's proof positive that I can. So it correlates. And that's how this piece of shit came from was what I was. The belief I say, I went to 3 hell races. I went to races. I tried out for Delta selection.
Undeniable stack of proof.
That is proof, motherfucker. So whenever you think you can't, confidence comes from the thing that you built. You must build belief. You must build confidence. It can't be like, hey, I'm gonna knock that shit out.
Grab a tongue and butt.
You gotta look over here and say, I can knock that shit out. Because a lot of people will say, when you wake up in the morning,
Give me that, yeah, give me that.
you know,
Let's go.
you look at yourself.
4 1/4.
Bullshit.
No rush.
I hope it works. What works for me is that everyday resume. The things I know over time, the things I know I've done, real hard work, the real calluses on my mind, the real calluses on my hands. That's it. You don't need to pound your chest with awareness anymore if you have that. It's belief, and it's built on what you put in to yourself. I came from a small town in Indiana where there was a handful of black families. And
425.
a lot of people in that town, when you come from a town of 8,000 people, it's like we had a local plant, Great Dane. You're like, you know what, I want to work at Great Dane and get a house next to my mom. That's what you know. So many of us come from these small places in our mind that we're not willing to think outside, only what we see. Our mind works in such a small compartment. And one thing I was able to do was to dream. But I was able to dream outside those 4 walls of that small town. Until you're able to really put yourself into that dream, but don't make dreams your master, that's where you truly become what you're destined to become. A lot of people sit back and they dream about being a sports figure, or dream about being a CEO, or dream about being an astronaut. And all it is a motherfucking dream. They don't put the work behind the dreams. When you become the master of your fucking dream,
Chat, that my chat?
you say, I want to go be a Navy SEAL, and you say, okay, I'm gonna lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months. The dream was the one thing I thought about, and the dream was gone. The dream goes away, and the laundry list of details and tasks come up. That's when you become the master of your dream.
Ryan Holiday says, talking about the thing and doing the thing vie for the same resources, allocate yours appropriately.
That's it. That's it.
That's how it works as well. Before the brain works, you can actually get these kicks of dopamine by telling yourself, I'm going to be Navy SEAL, I'm going to start my training next week, it's going to be great, I'm going to feel like this.
It was good. It was good to talk about that shit, man. It actually makes you quicker, makes you feel proud, all that shit. But guess what happened when that alarm clock goes off at 4 a.m. to train? I want to be a SEAL today. that's why
450, right?
I talk about clearing out the mind. Until you really want to do something, you're always going to be a talker. You're always going to run your mouth. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something,
Nah, fucking work.
you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is, man,
450
why
for
am
work
I not
now.
doing this for myself?
Work on forcing.
So that's the only purpose I need. So the reason I get up every day, even though there's no basis, there's no school, there's nothing in front of me, is because I have pride in myself.
Well, where do you go to? You wake up in the morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you've got no heart rate in your body, you've got shitty shorts, whatever it is that's the issue today.
Keep talking.
You've got these problems, right?
I need you to keep talking about what you were just saying.
It's warm on the couch.
Keep talking.
It's comfy.
I ain't seen that work.
Later on. You know,
Beer talk.
Beer talk.
God, every motherfucker ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do.
We were talking.
So this is how you live alone.
But they're not putting no work.
I know there's a whole bunch
Sit down.
of people with
And
that
see me.
right there. That fires me.
Where's your work?
That makes me
Can I see your cuts in your chest? Through your shirt?
They ain't showing shit.
I don't think so.
Nah, they don't want no
people
smoke.
that have the ability and just refuse to get off that
Where the
couch.
fuck your veins at, nigga? Your chat, let's go. Fight those.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. A lot of people wonder, how did you become this? How did you become so lonely? How did you do a podcast now when you were a kid?
We're playing Battlefield on one stream, talking shit on another.
And now,
Hole in the beater.
what happens?
Change no
Somebody
ways.
decided what become.
After an hour of muscle up straight,
Very powerful.
1,000
Where
diamonds.
you want to become yourself. All those things you once counted from, you're afraid of.
Them niggas had to cut. Them niggas knew better.
You
They're
were
on
able to
bridge to
hear
come
all
on
the
that
past
way.
traumas.
Well, them niggas
If
ate
you want to know it yourself,
too much muscle over
you
there.
got a lot of peace.
Talking all like, you
You
guys
know
turn around,
exactly
these
who
niggas.
you are.
It's just fucking.
And that is where the peace is really found for me.
Talk to me about what it takes to be on one side of the door in Iraq or anywhere, knowing on the other side of the door, people who are not afraid of you, they're ready for you, and you still have to nail guns, and you still have to breach that door.
500 down.
I'm recording. Let's go. Let's go. We do work.
It could be no one, it could be 4 guys or 4 AK-47. That door you're about to open could be booby trapped. So once you open it, boom, the legs are gone. So there's 1,000 things to think about.
Can't nobody tell me half reps won't hit.
Get ready to go.
If you've been in the gym, you've been grinding, you know chest, half reps hit. Full reps, half reps, can't hate. Unless you're putting 1,000 push-ups in every day, positive vibes. Ital.
Talk that
1,000 push-ups and circle to pray for an hour. Muscle-ups, burpees, back to back.
No, when you take off the shirt, hurt your feelings. I don't want to hurt their feelings.
You must be that person on that door. Oh, you're
See that?
thinking to yourself,
I'll roll that till summer.
5'5".
my God.
5'5".
The only way you can go in that door is know there's a great chance you're gonna die. Like, be a SEAL, you train with 5 ammo. You jump on everything you do, you can die. So, to be a warrior, why people don't understand me, I'm glad you don't understand. Merry Christmas, good on you. Because being a warrior takes a whole different mindset. And I think it's a mindset to know that there's a great chance I may not be the door. I was in 21 minutes. You know what? I'm very lucky that I'm alive. It was not too many still running. But when you sign up for that down line to be a citizen, like a SEAL, your mentality changes. And that's it. And that's what makes you a warrior. When you're scared to die. Also,
strong for me. A lot of people, either you like me or you don't eat, you still eat. But when you get to that door,
75.
all that shit out the door. You know, you do it honestly. I mean, people say all the time, you really got that guy inside you. And you can't be a coward. Because you know what, at least I look at everything I do now in life, and this sums it up. I hate the airplane. I hate shooting guns. I hate the job of the Navy. But I did it because I wanted to change myself. Everything I do, I'm not.
575 down.
But if you choose to go that route, you will be a Navy SEAL.
Fasted all day. Haven't eaten no food. You can't tell me nothing. 200 pounds. 160, 140, whatever they do, I do. Don't tell me nothing. Let me jump on the bar and get out of my stuff.
So my whole thing is if you can choose over that door and I'm back right hand, open the way.
Tell me nothing.
Because they're gonna remember you.
6 bills.
So if you're gonna open it, if you make your mind open it, crack it open. Oh, door's open. That's not right. If you choose to do something, attack it. Because they're gonna remember you and not. So I want to be remembered. Hey, for what we can say about me, I did that. So that's the fact that if you're gonna do something, I don't attack. Because you do this. Who wants this perfect? We're still doing it.
Must already feel.
There's a lot of
Jump off that bar.
behind a person being a born leader. Because that you
I shouldn't be feeling. Fuck you. Good work.
Think about, there's a process to getting better. And that process is never finished. Like a lot of times, if your back is hurting,
That's what I'm saying, raw uncut. Raw.
maybe
You
it's
understand?
your bias making your back hurt. For me, I'm like, man, why can't I get past hurt? Like I said, I'm always examining myself every day. What is it? Well, there's one thing you haven't examined yet. And it's going back to the beast, going back to the demon. All the times that I was like, I'm not going back. I'm going back. I'm not going back.
Walking
I'm back. I'm not going back. I'm going back.
It's okay though.
It showed me even more of what we have as humans.
Go to the vibe, buddy. What the fuck are these half rep push-ups, bro? Smoke token. These niggas, bro. Get off that page, man. You doing 1,000 push-ups? Y'all niggas ain't doing shit. Man don't know nothing about working out, huh? These guys are so funny. They're like these internet critiques, bro. Any man will say half reps, full reps. It gets work. Look at the veins pumping. What are you guys telling me right now? But it's okay. Y'all niggas are sitting on the couch smoking weed doing nothing. We're smoking weed. We're still gonna pray. We're doing 1,000 muscle-ups, 1,000 push-ups. Why y'all up here twiddling your fingers like women? Positive vibes. When you come on this page, give us our respect.
That was amazing. And
Internet girls.
take that pain away.
Yeah, stop.
Internet girls.
I was all,
Instead of saying good work, they're all talking about half reps.
this was
You guys are crazy. That's okay though. I love the energy, bro.
sometimes
No food.
it kept me with that one step.
We're here doing slow mo.
Let's not quit.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
And when I got done with that race, it's the worst pain. I can't even describe the pain that last 8 miles to anybody. No one, it's very hard. So,
Bro, I want to know who's locking out doing push-ups too. What type of work is locking out? Y'all fools, man.
jacked up.
Come on.
And all I can think about was, I can't
I don't think I ever lock out. When do you lock out?
To me,
You don't lock out, right? You pump, you flex, be engaged.
think about almost 30 more miles in that shape. And once you do it,
You don't know.
No, I have to tell these youngins, bro. These men don't put in work.
and that last 31 miles was something that I can't even describe to people. And what's the
Holding the beat and looking ghetto, I don't even care, bro.
is that it becomes your new normal. But to think I can run 200 miles, 240 miles, and that becomes like running 50. I never thought that was possible. This
What pace you at right now?
always pushes the limit. Because
What's the
I
time?
know that within pushing these limits,
35 minutes.
Didn't that set the tone or the rhythm for what you want to try and achieve and feel again each time you're
So
pushing?
y'all want push-ups like this. Y'all want 1,000 push-ups like this. Y'all think this is good work right here? Y'all sick, bro. This is work right here.
What it did was it showed me what is possible.
Well, let's lock
And
up.
that's what set the new stage for me. That's when I realized, oh man.
Get that work, child.
But it taught me what is possible. It taught me
Real.
that, okay, I got check. What about action? Less talking and more doing.
Less talking and more
Right there. It only takes 1 second for you to lose the whole thing. So the 1 second decision is just that. You're in a situation where life is sucking. Let's say you're in extreme cold water and your life is flashing before your eyes. Every time that wave goes over your head, your thought process is, I gotta get out of this water. And
1,000 diamonds every day.
hour 1 of 130 hours.
Gonna get you ripped for
It's
summer.
cold, I can't be cold this long.
Tap in, subscribe. We're here every day.
1 second decision comes.
Putting in pain.
You forgot every reason why you wanted to be here. You
You
don't
wanna
care
get some
about
cuts
sleep.
for summer?
You don't care about
The
anything.
shots
You
are
don't
gonna
care
free you.
about finance.
Tap in, tap in.
You want to
Nah.
walk, you may want something to eat, all those things that come from there that
I'm
want
sure you'll find some of these pages tap into.
So what I do in that 1 second, we all think about quitting.
Go over here.
But what you have to do in that
Get
1
over
second is hard to process information during pain. Because that pain takes over and you can't think rationally.
Full up and down
You're thinking about
half
fight or flight, save yourself. That's not a rational thought. It's not a thought that's going to get you through hard times.
These young
Most
dudes, bro.
people fail that 1 second. So what happens, what I do, I start thinking logically. I calm my brain down because your brain wants to
Standard
go
operating
down. It's
procedure.
about gaining control of your mind, putting things back in proper perspective, and then saying, I really do want to be here. And I'm going to have a bunch of these 1 seconds. And I have to learn to control.
What number we at right now?
If I fail one of these 1 seconds, I will not be.
635?
I
Yeah,
will not
one
be
on
done.
time.
I will not be a lawyer. I will not
Good
be
work,
whatever it is. So that's how important our 1 second
Good work, buddy.
is. It's all about your mind takes control of you. You have to say, you, I will get something. And the only way to make it here, you can't just always be, head down in the sand. You have to learn to pick yourself up on your own. A lot of times these fights and these battles, you gotta be your own coach, you gotta be your own motivator. There's a lot of people in this world who don't want to see you make it because they think you can take a piece of their pie. But I've learned to study people before I react. Because there's no successful person in the world who's in a good headspace. That's gonna
700 down,
attack anywhere.
300 left.
There's always
We got 39 minutes.
So you gotta always dive in
300
deep before you get your feelings hurt.
4 midnight.
Take time. Take that 1 second to pull back and study them. Because most people work in places,
Clean up and
they
do
don't,
it tomorrow.
they don't care about
Clean up them dirty mouths.
So that's what I'm at in life, is most people who do that, they're in very dark places. As you get bigger and you get more successful, you open the door for people to critique everything you do. And most of the people who are
So we're doing over here. Summertime's coming. Subscribe, tap in. We're getting them games.
who are really at a low level of life, which is sad. But what we do, people who are on the upper level, here in the hills, lower level,
Every day.
like I said, when you're in the hills, Tuesday,
We're at 90,000 push-ups this year. 91,000.
all of these
90,700 right now.
about people talking shit.
We're working on 90,000.
And it became such a source
Seven.
of fuel that it was amazing because I know why you hate me.
We're at 725 or 750.
Probably the best, right?
We are at
You're
7.5.
probably an underachiever. You're probably somebody
I know,
who
what's this?
doesn't want to
Grab our fucking books.
So
Thinking too much.
I'll make you
We're getting out good work. We gotta think about that shit.
everything about yourself. So I'm going to continue making you better
No, I'm drinking right now.
by coming out here and getting you more successful. So what happens is, there's days where I'm like, you know what? I really don't want to do this today. They're like, oh, hang on. So I went to that while I sometimes play in the house. It's not comical, it's not inspiring. I'm actually inspired by it. And I know you can hit me. There's an art to get hit me. And that is why these things are important. You have to wake up. You have to give yourself belief. You have to give yourself confidence. It starts with that run. Belief is like, there's an after school special belief where the mom says, believe in yourself. And that's all great. But there's also a built belief. How I build belief is through the daunting tasks I put myself through. So that's proof positive that I can.
You don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork yourself out.
Yes, because a lot of people, they say, when you wake up in the morning,
Big man problems.
lift
But it's
yourself
nothing.
and do all this bullshit. I hope it works. What works for me is the everyday resume.
Working on 775.
Things that I've done, the real hard work,
Yeah.
the real calluses on my mind, the real calluses on my hands. That's it. You must build belief. You must build confidence. Is it?
The man said real calluses. Yeah, motherfuckers ain't putting that work in. Real calluses. They're talking shit about baby reps. I know I keep talking about the subject. Come in the channel with some positive vibes. Don't come to the channel at all. You can't talk anything positive off the channel, dog. Or show me better. Or come up here and say, yo, whatever your name is. Smoke, Techum, or Tokem, whatever his name is. Come on the channel, show us your work, fam. Pull up. Let's go live together. Your 1,000 versus our 1,000. You show me your full reps for your whole set, dog. No? Set for set. And I bet you ain't 200 pounds either. Come on.
It's not in that comfort zone. It's in the discomfort zone. It's in my confidence to be built. That's where it's getting built. Happiness, peace, enlightenment, it's all up here, man. It's all up here. It's all up here. It's getting work to go basic. That's the hard part. The physical standard is not what they need to meet. It's a mental standard. You must meet the mind. That's how I live my life. I now know that there is no cap on the human mind. There's no cap. We cap it.
Jump up in that bar. Stop letting them up with us. No excuses. See this? I told bro this. Yo, jump on the bar. Man ain't saying nothing, just jump on the bar. Come on live and come do some work, fam. No excuses around here.
No. Jump on Call of Duty.
We're at 8.
Yeah.
A lot of us speak in how I used to speak in how I don't believe it. Everything that comes out of my mouth, I said,
You make me feel human, dog. You see how this man feels the same way. Great work, champ. After muscle ups. Same way.
Hour muscle ups.
The same energy,
Put the plate
man.
non-stop.
Don't tell me nothing. You never quit, right? Don't tell me nothing, champ. Great work. Great fucking work.
Life is one big mind. And you play with yourself. And you cannot lose perspective of where you're coming from. I'll tell you a different thought. Where failure, hell, disappointment, discomfort is a great learning. And many people don't understand that. But there's these few moments in life that you have, like for me, that's part of life. Riding going around on the team. That 1, 2 minutes, the 30-second clip of rock getting up in a powerful knocking down.
You're a big man.
That one clip, and I was going through a very bad time in my life, I saw what I wanted. And it wasn't a guy that won. It wasn't a guy that won everything he did. It was a guy that kept giving up.
Or 8 1/4.
So I realized that 2 minutes and 13 seconds changed my life. So I was. I saw something that I needed to do in the world I was living. Yes, sir. Maybe the whole life story. You get something 2 minutes and 13 seconds later, you change your life. Everybody's got a story. We don't share on social media. We share our nice life on social media. We have no idea. I'm just a little
So we're doing over here. 850 push-ups down. Summertime's here, you better hit the floor. You don't hit the floor, you better hit the bars. Captain.
You must retrain your mind to think differently in health. The mental standard is you must know how far you've come. I'm walking the room now, and I know that hours, years, decades I put in daily lives. That's something. It's not on the wall. It's not a trophy on the wall. It's not a
Standard operating procedure.
I don't care how you perceive David God.
Summertime's here.
I figured out that one piece I was missing. I thought it was cars. I thought it was women. I thought it was.
Summertime's here.
The one piece I was missing was me having the courage.
Let's go, you're gonna have to take your shirt off real soon.
Right now,
Fasted lifestyle, no food in me. Haven't ate a meal yet.
I don't hear nothing. No excuses. Tap in if you guys want to get good work. You want a motivator? Tap in right now.
Subscribe.
when I realized that I can learn through hard work,
Where we at?
and I can beat the valedictorian in school, like I put in 10 hours more a day than he does. That valedictorian in hours, and you know I taught him I have to look for catch. That's where David and I got really invented. He was at the kitchen table with 20 spiral notebooks that were empty. And then there were 4. Now you go back to my stories, and you go through these spiral notebooks.
Fucking go.
And you're like, this is how I work. It's unbelievable.
Hi, says that.
It wasn't still like
875 right there.
life got real quiet. I went from running 205 miles in 39 hours.
Working on
I couldn't do it.
900.
I like was taken from me. And that's when I realized, I haven't taken time. I did all these things, there was no finish line. I finished the race of life. Now when you see my medal, I can go on. I get in the car and I go. When I started figuring out life, that I was doing so much in the tank. What's the else? I was this young, fat kid being bullied, and now I'm a person.
Standard operating procedure. We're here every day. 1,000 diamonds. Muscle ups every day. 10 pack. No 6 pack. 10 pack. I want to hear that 6 pack before I sell some shit. 10 pack.
So it's that quiet place. It's that place by yourself. It's those hours and years and decades by yourself. In the grip of life. Where your hands are filled and choking you out. And you're sitting in the car.
It's 900. 4 sets left. 1,000 diamonds. After an hour of muscle ups, circle the grip straight. So the fuck we're doing? We're up the track. Fuck we telling you. What body now? Niggas don't want no smoke.
Force us left. Take your time now.
So many times in life, you don't want to be doing what the fuck you're doing. You can't just fucking quit. Remember this, it's in the hobby, it's in the fucking joke, it's a fucking lifestyle. So when you say to yourself, work, you don't fucking go, you don't train to keep you going, only you. So think about it, working your whole life in that fucking secret table. The secret table is really the best, all the best people in your fucking career field. So you finally get that level. It's stay, foster, it's a big dinner. Everybody's showing up. Everybody's showing up.
Let's go.
Yeah.
54.
You respect the
Only got
event.
5 minutes.
Oh, nice.
You put that towel.
And then I read.
Nice chair, so you don't fuck it up. The whole thing is this. Don't say a word. Stay uncomfortable once I come to people. You're never done. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Stay hard.
I get to about 200 and some odd miles, and I'm sick as hell. Can't breathe. How to pulmonary edema, totally jacked up. And now the doctor tells me if you get off course
I
now,
think my chest is spot.
you won't be able to come
Oh.
back.
So right here.
So I'm making a call. And you know, I'm pretty messed up. Got off.
Every day, standard operating procedure.
And I
We in the
thought,
building.
I swear to God,
Human
I
flex,
thought
man.
that someone
We do.
was speaking to me. It was like,
I was like, big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was actually probably my subconscious saying, get your ass back out there. I know that I'm already, DNF. So now what happens here, I'm not gonna be an official finisher of this race. This isn't, no. This is now for the fact that you can. So you can sit here and not and think about that for a whole year when you come back here and do this. Or you can go out there for yourself and take some kind of pride and build up that you could get. I have 40 miles to go. I'm gonna have to drop you back off at the spot where I left. That was finish this fucking race. All the fucking times that I was like, listen, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
It's 9:50.
It showed me even more of what we have as humans.
Summer's here.
If we're willing to go there and
Them
willing to
shirts
push
on.
that extra
Fucking
step.
go.
Yeah,
one
like I
more.
say, I always tell people,
Fucking go.
how do you do what you do? At the end of the day, I ask myself one question: can I take one more step?
Think the push-ups are working?
Usually the answer is
I don't
yes.
know.
So if you can answer that question and not take one step,
Think the push-ups is working? I don't know.
that is wrong.
I don't know.
So
1,000 diamonds
you can
every
take
day.
one more step and choose not to. I don't know if you can take 2
I
steps.
think the push-ups is
You
working.
gotta answer that question after the first step. But I can always take one more step and choose not to. That's on me. I gotta live with that. What separates me from other people is they go into a daunting task, and the task is overwhelming. Like, when I heard the pull-up record was 4,024, and I was talking about breaking this record.
people are like, oh my God. I went right to a pen and paper. What are you doing? I'm doing the math, man. What are you talking about? I'm open-minded to the fact that, okay, if I do 5 pull-ups in a minute for so many hours, I can get so many pull-ups.
More sets.
I'm breaking the math down.
I haven't showed you my
You
full
be
set.
open-minded to the possibilities that I can do this. Once you shut your mind down to the possibilities that you can achieve,
Oh,
you know
that's
what it
easy
is.
work.
So that's why my eyes and my body light up about things, because I know that if you're in a fight, you have to attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul of whatever the fuck is in front of you. That's what I realized. I was never breaking the soul of anything in front of me.
Get that shit.
That's why I came up with a thing called Taking Souls in my book. I started to devise ways to break a soul of a human being, of the object, of whatever's in front of you. If you keep on attacking something, nothing wants to stand behind anything that is relentless. Nothing. And Mile 7, man, is torturous. And there's 1 way and 30 miles to go. I started reaching the cookie jars, man.
It's 9:75.
All kind of stuff. I reached through my mind, and a lot of us, when we have bad times in life, even the hardest times in the world, we forget how badass we are.
We got
It's a hard time.
25
I
left.
have a thing where I take
One more
seconds
set.
to reflect on,
1,009.
man, you mentioned been through this, been through that, you overcame this, overcame that.
After hour muscle ups. Live, tap, and subscribe here every
This
day.
can't be done. And I knew I had to get up, I need nutrition, I need hydration, I need to get stop being dizzy. So that's the first thing I did. I didn't panic when I had 31 miles to go to 100.
That work, man.
Process. Slowly but surely, if I could stand up, and I was literally hobbling around this track, just walking. No running at all. I couldn't run. My feet were in the worst pain. It's the worst pain I've been in my entire life. Nothing in any training is even comparable to this last 30 miles. And what happened was, my ex-wife looked at me and she's like, man, you
$1,000. We stay longer. We be doing muscle ups and shit all night. Good night.